Well, I'm starting a new project. It's a very exciting project. You may want to follow this if you're interested in solar pumping, solar water pumps. I'm going to be providing water for my farm ponds with a solar pump. Let the sun supply those ponds with water from a well that I've had dug for a long time. I've been doing it with 220, and that's, can get expensive. So I'm going with the solar, but first the 220 pump has to come out. Now, it's problematic in that it's PVC, but it's not just PVC, it's glued PVC, which means it's going to come out in one piece unless you cut it. I couldn't figure out how I was going to do it without risking dropping that whole mess down in that well and then getting a big bill for somebody to come pull that thing out. So I contacted a local company for me, and they are going to come pull my old well pump. And I'll tell you what it costs toward the end of the video. It's not as expensive as you think it is. So you may want to subscribe so you can follow this whole project. So I wanted to just show you what they're doing, how they did it, and how quick it was. And then give you a little idea of what it costs so you can decide whether or not you want to do that yourself.
You hear something? What is that? Here. Ready?
Sometimes the seals get a little stuck.
Yes, sir.
I assume most of the time they're not that troublesome.
No.
Of course it's going to be on mine.
Yeah, you put it on video. It's going to be a trouble. You ready? Yeah. Hang on just a second. Yep. Well, what we could do, get you a knife. We'll cut it and go from there, yeah. Yes, sir. That's perfect. Let's think about that. Where? All right, coming up. Okay, so Mr. James, we'll have to get our cutters. We cut it. Yeah, because it's glued. They're glued.
What's that called? A dog or something?
Sir?
That orange thing called a dog or something?
Slips.
Slips?
Yes, sir.
That's because it keeps it from slipping?
Right. Unless you're real heavy, and then you might. Ready? You put this in yourself?
Yeah, I had a bunch of help, but I leased the machine, all that. Found 2 guys that kind of knew what they were doing because I didn't know a whole lot. Does it look like I did it myself?
Oh, well, no, so I was just asking. So normally you don't find them glued.
Yeah. Oh. And I don't know why. I don't remember why we did it that way. Again, it's been a long time ago.
I got some saws over here if you want.
Got some. I need to sanitize this thing bad.
A little irony.
It's got that. I was told it's that iron bacteria. It's called iron bacteria. So I'm gonna sanitize it. Hopefully that'll take care of it for a little while. I know it won't forever. 2 or 3 times a year maybe, or I don't know. A lot of people on YouTube would try to do this themselves. What are the dangers of that? Just dropping it if you don't have the right equipment on, especially on a glued PVC.
Yeah, not having the right equipment.
Not having you almost have to have some type of hoist or A-frame built, something like that.
Yes, sir. Sometimes on them shallow wells, you can get away with pulling it by hand.
Yeah.
It's hard on PVC like that.
Because if you bend it too far, it'll break, and then. How much more expensive if you drop one down the hole?
Not much.
Oh, really?
Fish it out.
Y'all fish it out pretty easy?
I mean, I'm not gonna say we're good at it. We've got lucky a few times.
Yeah, there you go.
That too, if your pumper motor gets hot and then it sticks to the side of your casing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then you're.
They can get that hot to stick to the casing? Wow. Didn't know that. Well, this thing never runs out of water. I can run it for 2 weeks straight. It never runs out of water. In fact, I had it on for 2 weeks solid, just without running through the tank. I mean, not through a water hose, through the 1.25-inch pipe. Never runs dry. Must have a heck of a recovery.
Come down. How deep is your pump set?
I want to say it's 140.
So this next one we ought to do this.
The well was 150, and I believe we said it 141, maybe 145. What's the depth of most of the wells out in East Texas?
Depending on what kind of water you're going.
Yeah, depends on where you'll go get down the aquifer. And what's the aquifer? 850? 900?
What is the well top set? Around here.
Here in Bullard is about 750, 800.
Yeah.
There she is. She is.
Come on that way.
She is ugly.
You're going back in with solar?
Yeah. That's the plan. Tired of paying to pump water. Of course, you gotta pay for solar, but I mean, and I'm hoping it'll be enough to keep these 2 ponds up in the summertime. If not, I may have to add some batteries so I can pump at night too. Did we do a decent job installing it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, good. Most everybody just go with the black poly.
No, a lot of people go PVC.
Do they? They just don't glue
Get
it.
away with black poly.
They-
Which well being as shallow as it is.
Yeah, but they just don't glue it. They
Right.
typically.
Yeah, it's one solid piece.
And can you I'm not exactly sure where the static level is. Can y'all check that?
What are you gonna do with this pump and motor?
I'll keep it, but I don't know.
Well, do you want us to try to get this rope out, or do you want us to? Cause it's
The rope?
yeah.
Oh no, don't. Just cut it off or unscrew it or something.
All right, Mr. James, I'm gonna come up a little bit.
I'll turn it flatwood. Okay. Get it good?
Yeah. Sir, where do you want me to put? I'm gonna this O-ring. It's for your unit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set it right
That's good. That sounds good.
right there. As you go.
That quick. Getting ready to go. And y'all do everything. Y'all set pumps, you drill,
Yes, sir.
sanitize.
Everything.
You do sanitize?
Yes, sir.
Everything. Can you tell how far?
Yeah, he got what was the static water level? 57 feet.
57. Okay. Where should I set my new pump? The fact that it recovers so well. Do I need to go down 140 or?
Probably not. Do you know where the screens start?
I believe the last 2 joints were screened. If I remember right. I think I bought 2 joints, maybe 3. Does that sound right? Or maybe it could have been more. I mean, it's been a long time.
Or 10. You know, if it's 2 joints of screen, set it at 100 feet and try to keep it out of the screen. It's
Okay.
always best to keep it out of the screen.
Okay. Yeah, because 140 would get you down there in the screen, wouldn't it?
Because then you're sucking on your gravel pack. Keep it up above the screen.
Okay.
Not really messing.
Just set it at 100. And
It'll
you think,
feel better if it's not screen too.
and you think I'd have, with the way it runs now, without any problem running for weeks at a time, you don't think setting 100 is gonna?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt you have much drawdown.
yeah.
Most of these wells like this will have just a few feet of drawdown.
Oh, really? Even if you're running it solid with a 1.25 pipe. That's cool.
But no bigger than what? You wouldn't need a whole lot to keep those full. I've got a 25 gallon per minute solar pump running on my 2 ponds, and they're bigger.
I think the one I'm getting runs up to 15 gallons. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it will be. I'm hoping that will be enough.
What do you plan on going back in with poly, or are you going to put it on PVC?
It's gonna be poly. Yeah, yeah,
See, that's normally what people run right there. See that pipe with couplings, the stainless steel couplings?
yeah.
But with this well being as irony as it is, I'd go back with stainless, on your nipples and
Your
all
nipples.
that.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Hose clamps, or if you band it, make sure you got stainless. Can't go wrong with that.
If I band it, what do you mean?
So, hose clamp you can tighten up, but a band just takes a banding tool.
Oh,
It's like a stainless strap.
yeah.
Hose clamps will get tightened up. Just
Yeah.
make sure you double them up and you put them facing opposite.
I think they send 3 for each side, for the top side and bottom side.
I'm sure they're stainless.
Yeah, they're stainless. Yeah. And I'm not looking forward to putting it in the hole, but I think it's. How heavy is it when you start going down the hole for an old man?
It won't be bad. It'll be empty. So
Yeah.
the only thing you'll be pulling on is that pump and motor. That poly. You just
But the more poly you get down the hole, the heavier it gets.
Yes, sir. And then once you kick it on and it fills up, then it's going to be
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Are they sending you the poly?
Yes.
Is it 160 or 200 psi?
I'm not sure.
It needs to at least be 160.
I know it's 160 at least, and I believe she might have said 200. And it's one solid. It's 200. They're sending 200 feet because I told them I may go down to 140. So if they hadn't shipped it, I may call back and say let's just do 100.
You
So-
said your well's at 150.
Unless it could have had a lot of sediment in it by now. Probably has with all that crap in it. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Try to get this stuff done. Try to get, if the ponds stay full in the hot summertime, sometimes they go down to this one, the big one, go down to nothing. That one's got a little spring or something in it, and it won't quite go down all the way. And it's easy to fill up. I can run it for 24 hours every 2 weeks and get it going. But I'll put a splitter on this. When I come up out of the hole, I'll put a splitter. It's got a T. I'll put a splitter and have one run to one pump, one pond, one run to the other, and then I'll put valves on them where I'll just have to be, I have to just test it out and see what I need. Crack one and leave the other one wide open. And
He's got a solar well at his place.
Yeah.
And they're split off. I don't know. They're probably 100 yards apart.
Huh.
And
that's what he does. Just put some little.
yes, we just come down and teed off and send them out each direction.
Without a
We put valves on them.
Okay,
just so
okay.
you could, 'cause one
control it.
Yeah, you can't run both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
Path of least resistance.
Well, I'm gonna try to get y'all some business. I took a shot of your truck and your logo and all that.
Big boss man right there. Big boss.
He's a big boss.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all tell me your names again.
Mark Calicutt.
James Willis. Dalton Pate.
Dalton Pate.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, y'all pull that in like 20 minutes. I mean, it was nothing. It would have taken me 2 days and probably would have broke something. So I'm proud to get this done. That's some money well spent. And if you're on YouTube and you're thinking about doing this yourself, try to find somebody in your area that does this and get it priced, because it's not as expensive as you think it is. Money well spent, and I tell you what, they did a good job. Nobody hurt. I probably would have been. So that's another plus. So as you can see, these guys got it done in no time. Now, what did it cost? Well, they charge a $150 service call, and then he said it was $150 an hour. He told me it would probably take an hour to do it. So he said it'd be about $300, which I was excited about, had no problem with. Well, it took him 20 minutes. So it's a $200 well pump pull. $200. That's the best $200 I've ever spent. So if you're in East Texas, you need to find these folks, Calicutt, and they do it all. They'll sanitize your well. They'll set a new pump. They'll pull the old pump. They'll drill. They can drill down to, like, I think he said 1,100, maybe 1,500 feet. So they can go a long way down Depends on where you are. That may be where your water is. So again, if you're in East Texas, definitely look these folks up. If you're not, and you have a project like this where you have a pump that needs to come out and you're thinking about doing it yourself, find out what someone else charges before you do. I think it's the best $200 I've ever spent. So I highly recommend these folks, but I highly recommend before you try to do this yourself, unless you've got the right equipment, and you probably don't. I've got a lot of stuff, but I don't have the equipment to do that. So find somebody in your area, get some quotes, find somebody that'll come out and pull it for you if you need a well pump pulled, if you need a pump installed. I'm talking to them about putting in the solar pump also, even though that's something that's really something that is a user-friendly project, and I know I can do myself, but I'm thinking about getting them to do it because I know it's not going to cost me that much. So we'll see. And I'll show it to you when it goes down the hole and show you what we got going on with this solar-powered well pump system. I'm going to love it. I think you're going to enjoy this series. So stick around. Give it a subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And let's get this done. All right. We're gone.